We should chill and like chat for like a few minutes while people filter
Yes.
in. As I said already, I love your Halloween aesthetic.
It's a whole look. It's I've got the rib cage happening with
Is
the
that a onesie?
yeah, no, it's just a sweater dress.
Oh, it just looks very comfy, so I jumped to onesie.
Oh no, no, no. Sometimes
Did
it.
you wear that for your set tonight?
Yeah, I did. Wore
Yes,
that on stage. No,
that was the
see,
picture I was hoping for.
it's like I'm embracing the good and the bad about climate change where it's like, hey, it's October, it shouldn't be this hot out, but also I can wear a sweater dress with no tights under because it's that warm.
Yeah, no, I had a moment tonight where, as we previously discussed, I was getting my hair done at a salon across from this place I work, and this was taking a lot longer than I thought, and the studio assistant actually went over and got my bag that I left at work and came back with it so that they could close in peace. And realized I
Oh,
left my jacket there, but it was like 69 degrees when I left. So I was like, I'll get it another day. And then now I'm wearing a sleeveless something. So I'm fine.
taking the good with the bad. It's like, I welcome the impending apocalypse, but like in style.
I hate that I feel that because I don't want any of this to be happening. But for personal comfort, it is a thing. Um,
It's a whole thing.
but I do not feel good about it, and I don't want things to happen.
Yeah.
Just
No.
specify.
We deserve better. We deserve better.
I feel like we're on the side that tried.
Because the boomers. As I shake my geriatric millennial fist.
Um, yeah. Well, it's sometimes it feels like that's all we can do. It's just
I get,
the
yeah,
people who cause the problems.
but also like, here's one thing I've been thinking about a lot in the past couple months. I'm pretty sure you've seen me tweet this, where I'm like, we should gather up all of Earth's trash and rocket it into the sun. And I didn't think that that would be in the form of Jeff Bezos, but here we are.
I get like 10 seconds. Um, I mean, I feel like that would do a lot. But also like I'm getting like way scientific on your ass right now. And not
I'm
not your ass, but like their ass. But like I feel like there was a point where they were talking about utilizing black holes to eliminate waste,
mm,
which I mean, A, we probably don't know enough about black holes to actually like do that properly, but like
right,
it's an idea.
right.
And why not, when is it happening? But also sending Jeff Bezos into the sun is a great idea as well.
It's what he'd want, right? It's what he and his penis rocket deserve.
I could not believe that was real.
it
That actually happened.
I mean, just launch a freaking eggplant emoji while you're at it, sir.
Like I was actively trying to avoid paying attention because I don't want to give any of my neurons to Jeff Bezos.
Rightfully
But then
so.
he actually did a Doctor Evil,
Yeah.
and it had a dick-shaped spaceship that he
Yes.
was in, and he was his bald-headed self, and may have had a bald-ass cat that we don't know about, but probably did.
Likely.
Um, like,
Yeah. We're all at fault. We're all at fault here.
and I'm in my worst space right now because, like, I just recently re-signed up for Amazon Prime. Like, I had managed to quit it for a year.
Which is honestly, I commend you. Like that is not easy.
No, to be fair, I actually quit it earlier
Yeah.
but they kept every month signing me up again,
Oh,
which is
shit.
why I had to change my card twice. But
Ah.
then leading up to Halloween, I was like, okay, I have an idea. I really want to manifest it. I
Mhm.
think Prime is the only way I'm going to get it to go. And then I signed up for Prime, but they couldn't get me the damn costume pieces before November 15th. I was like,
Oh, wow.
so I'm actually very angry at Halloween right now.
Oh.
Even though it's not Halloween's fault, it's Jeff Bezos'
It's
fault.
absolutely Jeff Bezos. This is his
I mean,
fault.
he like Bezos I mean, he like stepped down in some capacity, but like he already
No,
has
he's
all the
still the
money.
face of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go fuck him.
No, it super sucks too because it's like in a lot of ways, Amazon has made itself so deeply inevitable. And it's like, what do you do? Because some places you just can't source things.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, there's so many films and TV series I've been like, oh, I haven't watched it. Why haven't I watched it? Oh, it's on Prime.
Prime.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
And everything has its own problems, but at least Amazon's problems are more at the front, and also like personally affecting me in terms of taking my money when I told them not to.
Right.
Um,
Well, I mean, you know what you really missed out on Prime Video? A reboot of The Jazz Singer starring Neil Diamond.
I
That's
didn't
the
even know
exact
about this.
I don't
I thought you were gonna say The Boys, and I was gonna agree.
I don't wanna talk about
Wait,
it.
did you watch The Boys?
I did, yeah. I enjoyed it.
This is a very huge Leo moment, but I think I remember that because I was listening to our episode of my podcast recently. And I think you recommended it to me there.
Yeah, yeah, because it was either that or, oh, fudge, there was something I did wanna recommend to you at one point that's not a trashy reality show. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me.
Speaking of trashy reality shows, should we talk
Yeah.
about what we're here to talk about?
Yes. I think we're ready. I think we're ready.
Welcome to another episode of Mask Off, a wholly unnecessary Masked Singer recap show. I'm Lucas Brooks,
I'm Tooky Kavanaugh. Hello.
and we are gonna fan person out in the worst way about all the things that happened on the latest episode of The Masked Singer. I did not dive down a rabbit hole of garbage from overseas this past week. No, none of it was garbage. It was garbage. It was actually very high quality talent,
It was
but
excellent.
it had a weird effect on me, and that did not happen this week. I'm just focused on what happened here in the Americas
You
this
did
week.
that last week and you were like, "No, I gotta chill."
I went so hard last week,
You
and I
did.
like even after the cameras were done rolling, I threw so much shit at Tookie, and she rolled with it, and I respect her
No,
for it.
because, like, I had fun, like, this was the rabbit hole that I needed, honestly. I had a
I'm
good ass time.
I mean, we talked for like an hour after the last episode, I think.
We did.
We had a great time. At least I did, and you pretended to.
No, we had a good time, and, like, viewers at home, you will have a good time. Stick around.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, is that what they say? Is that what the kids say?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes. Or like, share, subscribe.
Yes, there we go.
And like, oh my God.
Tell a
Can I
friend
just
to tell
say,
a friend.
so a couple days ago,
Yes.
possibly yesterday, no, day before, I did something weird on my phone where I actually hit the wrong button. It set it into like it was called like talkback mode, where
Oh.
it's like for visually impaired folks.
Okay.
Like if you touch an area on the screen, it will tell you exactly what it is. And
Oh.
as someone who is
Cited?
privileged in all the ways,
Right.
it was very frustrating because I did not do this, and I could not figure out how to turn it off. So I was having an absolute moment. And there at the time there was a cat staying with us who decided she wanted my attention in the exact moment. I was having a very hard time. Um and all these videos kept coming up. I was like, no, I don't want to watch this right now. This is not the solution I need. It was a very frustrating moment, but
You lived through it.
I lived through it. Oh man, I had to do a shot. It was a whole it was a very intense hour of my life.
Let me tell you, I've been there in a different kind of capacity, but I've been there. I don't know if you've ever heard of Caribana, which is the annual. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in COVID times, but it's the annual Caribbean Carnival in Toronto. And my
Okay.
God, my God.
I mean, I assumed something Caribbean based on the name.
Yes.
Toronto, love Toronto.
Oh, the
We said it, we
debauchery.
both said it right. Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto. Oh, the debauchery.
Toronto is too proper.
Oh, but let me tell you. Um, oh no, I just had another memory that I shouldn't say on camera.
Tell me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
I
Wait,
mean, you don't have to, but I welcome you to tell me later.
how did we get here? Because you were doing something, and I'm like, no, there's a thing I did that happened.
No,
Oh yes,
we're
um, oh my God, listen. Okay,
yeah.
so a pre-carnival tradition is called Juve, which is like an opening ceremony of sorts for carnival, especially like in Trinidad. But they kind of incorporate a lot of the islands in the carnival. And so at the celebration, it's like a wild thing. Like you get doused in mud and baby powder and hosed down and all that. It's like it's a lot, but it has a lot to do with like
Got it.
um traditions that the enslaved people of specifically like Trinidad and Tobago had developed. But like it's morphed into like a lot, right? And so I did a girls trip. This was 2013, me and my girls. It was the four of us, and we, went in for a Juve party and everything. And we got there, parked, waited in line with our tickets. We get in, and I think we all died and went to purgatory temporarily because okay, we were in there. We all got hosed down at several points in time. My friend, she's thicker, got lifted several times by several men. It was, a
Did
lot
they ask
happened.
first? I'm dying to know.
Oh, oh,
No. Your face tells it. Okay. I'm just asking.
I know, but
I'm just saying they should get consent, but go on.
yeah, they should.
But
But
they didn't.
anyway,
But
people
who's
get
surprised?
lifted. People get lifted. People get sprayed like with a fire truck hose, not just like, oh, garden variety, like a fire.
No, that was where my brain went. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is a fire truck hose," and no, thank you.
Yeah. I very much I did a little bit of like 90s Michael Jackson with how much baby powder was just lightening me. I was covered. I looked like a powdered donut. You understand? It was okay. So me and the girls, we we were in there. We were in there for what felt like maybe 4 hours. We get in and out, we check our phones and our watches, 20 minutes, the longest 20 minutes of our life. You don't understand, there's like a shift in the space-time continuum. Like like, we don't know what happened between when we parked and entered and when we left. Like, and it just 20 minutes. I'm telling you. Like,
Wow.
fun, horrifying, but also we don't know how we survived. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take the opportunity to make sure that like Twitch was operational, and
Ah,
that's why you heard yourself a little bit there.
okay. I was like, "Oh,
But we are
no."
live and functional on Twitch. But I was paying attention the whole time and sympathetic as fuck.
Thank you. I thought
Oh
I was
my,
telling a ghost story for real for a moment. I was like, "Oh, no."
I
Um,
mean, I can't say you weren't because I was frightened, but
yeah, the longest 20 minutes of my life.
you really thought you were in there for 4 hours?
It felt like so long. Like, you don't understand, and I like, there's a live band playing too, because artists come out and sing. Soca is the genre of music that plays during carnival time. Well, year round, but, specific carnival songs of the soca genre play during carnival time. And like, it felt like the guy who came out, I forget who was performing, but it felt like he did, like, at least an hour set. Like, he did, like, at least 10, 12 songs.
Can you enlighten me on soca?
Yes. Um, so it is a portmanteau of sorts.
Okay.
Soul calypso.
Okay.
Yeah, but you hear it a lot in Barbados and Trinidad and the Bahamas. But yeah, it's a specifically very Caribbean genre of music. A great time, a great list. Like if you're in the
Okay.
mood for that,
SOCA, right?
SOCA, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm asking because there was a song that I thought was attributed to an artist called Soca, but it was also
Ah,
downloaded from probably LimeWire or Napster, one of those fuckers. And it
uh,
could have been the genre and not the artist.
okay.
And this
But
is my whiteness showing, and I'm owning it. But are you familiar with the swinging engine?
no.
Okay, so this is likely very unrelated. But I'm trying. Um, my theater summer camp had a dance to an artist to a song by an artist I thought was soca, but it could have been the genre, but it was the swinging engine, and
Okay.
it's like a line dance, but it does have that sort of like similar genre lineup. So I was like, oh, it could be.
I gotta look that up now. I have to look that up
Um,
now.
I'll send you the song, and you can tell me if it feels like it's in the right era
Yes.
or genre.
Yes.
Um,
Oh,
because
but
I think it could be. I think it's not me being like white and stupid.
it might be. It might be. I'll take a listen and confirm. I'll let you know.
Yeah. Yes.
But for viewers who are interested, really great introductory artists to the genre: Destra Garcia, Machel Machel Montano, um, Kevin Little with a Y.
I know Kevin Little.
Yes,
Turn me on, turn me on.
yes, that is. I mean, that was a huge crossover hit. A huge, huge
With
hit.
that, I feel like I'm actually on the right page, so I feel better now.
Yeah. So those are three artists. Oh, and Allison Hines. Oh, she's oh gosh. Yeah. So definitely look into those four artists. Wonderful, like the Mount Rushmore of soca artists, and great introductory so that you can get into the deeper stuff. Oh,
You heard it here first, folks, possibly.
yes.
Um, I mean, hopefully not, but like, educate yourselves. I'm learning too.
Yeah.
Um, Not that I don't want to keep talking about that, but we are here to talk about a specific topic, and it
We
is
are.
the
We
latest
are.
episode of The Masked Singer
Oh gosh.
because it's so important.
But it is.
Um,
Okay. So should
s-
we talk about how everybody who knows who the bull is sang some Bob Dylan? What a choice.
I have a couple comments I want to make before we get there, but
Okay, okay,
yes,
okay.
and a lot of them is that so the concept is time warp. The theme of this episode is time warp, and this is the biggest insult to Rocky Horror I can think of on this Halloween.
You know, where was I mean, not that I have any place to say this as a whole straight, but like where was the queerness? Where was the, like where was the zhuzh? Where was
Leslie
the
Jordan,
energy? Huh?
Leslie Jordan.
I know, but like why is he the sole representation for
I
that?
I just need to get out of my system. I loved his entrance.
He did.
And it had like
Good one.
so do you remember when they had Joel McHale host or
Yeah.
guest judge for like the second or third time
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
was the Robin
Yeah.
and he had like a printed out paper mask, which I found hilarious. I was just glad Leslie had a budget.
You know, they really came through for that man. They came through
Um
for Leslie Jordan, I will
he was
say.
the soft serve. He was like still 5 feet tall. He looked like a Korok from the Breath of the Wild series, if you're a nerd like me. But it was so cute. And Ken was like bowing. I was like, yes, you better.
Mhm.
Um,
Ooh.
I just wrote Jenny's hair, no.
Ay vey.
And then I was like, okay, it's trying to be a throwback. It's not doing a
Right,
great job, but there she
right.
is. Um, but like, yes, first performance of the night was the Bull, who that I know who it is. And he did Make You Feel My Love, which I did not know until last night was a Bob Dylan original
Yeah.
because of my privileged millennial ass. Did you?
When I saw like the Chiron pop up, I was like, Bob Dylan. So that was a shocker.
I
You
thought
know,
I thought it was an Adele original. I'm not gonna lie. I have to be that.
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we already kind of know who the bull is. But the clues were at least solidifying it for me because at the second part of his clue package post performance was an iMac computer, and I'm like, that's because he's internet famous.
Also, there were like I didn't actually catch this
Ah.
in the initial clue package, but
Mhm.
there was a callback to it that was wrong.
Ah.
But it was a portrayal of nails, like hammer and nails, and nails,
Ah.
hair, hips, heels. So I
Yeah.
was like, not so sneaky, Todrick Hall. We all see you.
Right.
Nicole sees you, and she's pretending she don't.
She's being a good sport.
I mean, that's what I would ask from my friends if I were on the show as well. So
Mhm.
she's being a good friend,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
but she can't possibly not know at this point.
Right. I
Um,
mean, because he's also, I think you pointed out his manner of dancing is also so very distinctive that it's
and he's
like,
only danced the one time.
right.
But I was
Right.
like, if I had seen that the first episode, I would have been even more sure.
Mm. But
Um,
it was when you said, and I quote, he sissied that walk, that you were like, all right.
Also, like I hold on, I'm gonna see if I can pull up another visual aid and like there is relevance to this. And it's not actually a clue, it's just me and my um area of expertise. Um damn it, no.
Oh,
But so we all saw him like sprawled out on a piece of furniture. That is
lame.
a piece of sex furniture.
Oh wait, is it?
It
It's
has a Liberator Essie.
huh? Okay.
I
I'm a
know.
very vanilla person. So like I mean, I didn't know that people deliberately plug their butts until maybe like I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. So you know what I mean? Like I didn't explore that.
So I don't really feel like I have the energy to try to share a screen tonight.
That's fine.
But if you look up Liberator Furniture, the Essie is at ESSE. I'm sure it is exactly what he was laid on. It is a piece of furniture designed for sex. It is wonderful. I have fucked on a couple of them in my life.
Is it
But like
designed for specific holes?
it's not necessarily for holes, it's for like spinal alignment.
Ah,
So like it's like this and this. So
okay.
you can be like this part is supported while you're doing the thing. Maybe I
Okay.
should share the screen. Hold on.
No, I'm looking. I'm doing my Googles.
Yeah. Um but I really want
Oh
to
wow. They had the budget for that? Okay.
of course
Yeah.
Massimir has the budget for an SE. I mean maybe Todrick got to take it home with him. I don't know.
Eh,
But like yeah, this shit is
okay.
quality and
This rent
expensive.
money. My goodness.
And they thought I wouldn't notice, but I did.
3.5 stars, respectable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
3.5. I'll
No,
fucking
I'm looking
take
at the
it.
reviews.
Oh, you mean the reviews for the thing? I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
you were
yeah.
reviewing my critique, and I was like,
No,
I know my shit.
I know. No, no. Automatic 5 stars. You Because I would have never clocked that. I'm like, that's a nice divan, a nice settee.
No.
Little did I know.
But you see at least the similarity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So the bowl did another ballad, which is a nice curveball
yeah.
because we
Mhm.
on him.
Mhm.
I've been onto him. But like honestly, at this point, I've stopped paying attention to the clues. Like I'm just like, I know who it is. I don't care.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
I'm not gonna overwork my brain at this point.
I
It's
feel like I
Todrick. We're good.
where you are with the bull, I was at maybe either this is week 4 or 5.
6 actually.
It's week 6? Okay,
I mean, it's like 3 or 4 for us, but it's 6 for them.
Yes, okay. I would say where you are with the bull, I was just about with T-Pain the first season. Like, where
That's
you're
fair.
like, "Oh, absolutely." Yeah. The clues
That's
all line up.
so fair.
Yeah. The clues all line up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, this is the only one I'm solid on, but we have things. This is the first one we have things to talk about.
Right.
But yeah, nothing's changed my mind.
Mhm.
I stopped paying attention to the clues because I think I know.
Mhm.
And it's Todrick, and we can move on with our lives.
It is Todrick. If I don't know, what do you think the likelihood is that he'll win?
Oh God, I mean, top 3 easily.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
I feel like Bolin Skunk should be top 3, but we have not met the
The
horrifying
goddamn
ball
beach
yet,
ball. Show us the
and
beach ball, you
and we
cowards.
and we just met the jester, which we
Right.
will get to.
I don't like the
But like, oh girl, I mean, not ruling up the beach ball, but I would be completely fine if the top 3 was Bull, Skunk, and Pepper.
From Group A only.
I mean, I
Interesting.
don't think it'll happen that way,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I would be fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like, I mean, Group B, and this is a recent opinion. The only one I really care, the only one that I would really be like good for you if she made it to top was the Queen of Hearts, and I'm
Really?
still scared as fuck of her.
I didn't care for that costume. I really don't care for that costume.
Oh, me neither. It's not about the costume. It's about the fact that she
Yeah.
can sing beautifully in French. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll sit down
Vocals,
for a minute.
yeah, the vocals were there. Banana Split a close second.
Banana Split, yeah. I mean, if we're doing like, okay, so let's take a minute. Top 3 of each category.
Yes.
I'm thinking Group A,
Mhm.
Bull, Pepper, Skunk.
Mhm.
Top 3 of
Absolutely.
Group B, Queen of Hearts, Banana Split, and
Oh, don't say the mallard.
we might as well just say the beach ball because we don't know who it is.
Yeah, show us the beach ball. I wanna know what the beach ball is about.
But like, obviously we don't like
Oh, the
the mallard.
caterpillar. Was the
Oh, the
caterpillar good?
caterpillar is really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, the caterpillar could be in there,
Yeah.
but
We'll
we
see.
don't know
We'll
the
see.
beach ball yet. So
Right.
hey, that's
We'll
what I
put
thought
them
about
in.
Group A. That's what I think about Group A semifinalists.
Yeah.
I don't know
No,
how they're
no,
ranking
those
it. Oh, we should also address the fact that we were talking about when is Group C happening, and there's no Group C. So there's only a couple days ago I checked. There's 2 Group C, or there was 2 contenders that have not entered the ring yet. One was the Jester, who became a wild card for Group A. Last remaining contender is Beach Ball for Group B.
Mhm.
There's no Group C. We have been holding out for a hero and got disappointed.
I just it's a letdown for me. I was really
I mean,
looking forward.
same.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for both of us, but
it
we're
hurts.
owning our shit.
They've forsaken us, but here we are.
Our
Uh,
shit, their shit. It's their shit.
there's okay. Okay.
We're apologizing for their mistakes. Anyway, so the bull, we're good.
Yeah.
Uh, Pepper
Yes.
was the next.
Singing some Ariana Grande. And at first I was like, the vocals were a little bit wispy. They started out thin, but then she pulled it out. She pulled it out at the end.
Yes, which is weirdly not in line with her performance of Jealous last
Mhm.
episode that she was on,
Mhm.
which everyone was blown away with the crying, goosebumps, all the things. Um, do you have ideas?
Okay. Okay. All right. Um at one point there was like a let's get it started and I was like it can't be Fergie.
Oh. No, it can't. It
It
can't.
can't be Fergie.
So, like, say what you want about Fergie. Have you seen the movie Nine?
No. I know I need to.
No, you don't need to see it. You need to see Fergie's performance in 9.
Oh, okay, just
It
that?
is
Okay,
the
I'll
best
YouTube it.
part of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like, all like, I was working with a bunch of theater homos at the time, and we were all just like, "Fuck the entire movie except Fergie."
Aha!
Holy shit. It was probably the I think it was the best thing that I've ever seen her do.
Really?
Fergie's voice is better than the Peppers.
Ooh,
I
okay.
went there.
Okay.
I went there.
Well, I know this is probably something that you didn't watch because valid. But Fergie's infamous performance of the Star Spangled Banner at the NBA All-Star game.
I've heard about it. I've not watched it because I respect myself.
Yes, that is the proper response. That is the correct answer, sir. Yeah, I need to wash the taste of that out of my mouth. Like, because if you ever, I don't know under what circumstances you'd ever end up watching it, like unironically, um, because it's a time. You might have to take an edible before so that you can get on her wave. Because we don't know which all-star game she was at, but certainly not the one where she was supposed to be performing. It was a very jazzy rendition. Jazzy. And by jazz I mean like the white jazz from La La Land. Okay. So shots. So so I need Oh, Jesse's in the building. Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Um, so yeah, so I need something to wash the taste of Fergie's NBA halftime All-Star game performance out of my.
Okay. After we're done recording for the night, I will show you the thing I'm referring to because I think it will have an effect on you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
A positive one,
Yes, yes,
in case
yes,
there was any
yes.
concern. Like I don't think I know who the Pepper is, but I wrote down a bunch of shit.
Okay,
Uh,
here's another thing that
oh no,
jumped
you
out at
go.
me.
You finish. You go ahead.
Okay,
I'm waiting.
because she did include in the clue package, um, wizard, something wizard. And I was like, the first half of her vocals were serving me Selena Gomez with a little bit more training. But Selena Gomez is also like a little too big for this. She did Wizards of Waverly Place, which is like
That's where I thought you were going to go, but I didn't actually know that.
yeah. And I'm like, Selena Gomez can't really sing, but she also is too big at the moment and can't be arsed to be on the show.
She may actually be the what's the word I'm looking for? The the face of can't be arsed in
Mm.
terms of like she does not like this shit.
Right. Right.
I saw her on Jimmy Fallon trying to do dub smash videos, and she was not having it.
Ugh.
The oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? The it'll come to me like an hour after we've done this. What's the thing where you're like the face of something? It's like the not the patron saint. That almost
The
came out of my
poster
mouth.
child?
Poster child. Thank you. Thank you. That is exactly what I was looking for. She's the
Yes.
poster child of Can't Be Arsed.
Mm.
Um, because like she was doing a video on she was a guest on Jimmy Fallon,
Mhm.
and they were doing like lip sync dub smash videos, and it was something that I otherwise would have found hilarious. Except she was kind of like she was bringing it for the dub smash videos, but otherwise it's like I'm here, whatever. I was like,
Ugh.
bro, I would kill for your gig. Shut up.
Right, right. Yeah, but, live as a performer, she's not touching Demi or Ariana in terms of, Disney
Oh no,
vocalists.
she's more heavily processed,
Oh, yeah.
especially, and
I'm
like
farting carrots? Yeah.
what was that?
I'm farting carrots?
Is that what the character said?
No, that's one of Selena's songs.
I'm farting carrots.
It
Oh,
sounds like
like gold carrots.
yeah. Like
Oh, I
she's
was like, this
trying
makes
to
no sense to
sing.
me.
No, it's like she's trying to sing I'm 14 carats, but it sounds like I'm 14 carats.
Okay, fully understanding now. Yes. I like farting carrots better for
Thank
what
you.
it's worth. Um,
I do too. Get that vitamin A in every hole possible.
I mean, it's definitely happened before. Let's be real. Um, Not me, not anyone I know, or not they've disclosed with me, but we're there. Um, I don't have a solid guess for the pepper.
Nor do I.
Um,
Nor do I. None of the
but
clues have landed.
like I felt really gross in the fact that like there was a mention of getting the party started. It's not.
Yeah.
I know it's not pink, but I wrote pink down anyway because it was there. Um, the
And
first thing
pink.
I what?
Well, pink also has a little bit more of like like it's sexy, but her voice is gruff. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
oh, oh, absolutely. That's why I was like, I know I'm wrong, but I'm writing her down anyway, just in
Yeah.
case. I'm like, right.
Yeah.
Um, this is a stretch,
Okay. We love a
but
stretch.
I this person has also recorded a version of this song that I immediately thought of when I heard it performed.
Okay.
You know, Miranda sings.
Yes.
What if it was her? Colleen something. I meant to look up
Stop.
her full name.
Stop. You
But like,
suppose?
what?
Do you suppose?
I don't really think so, but it came up. It came up in my brain. I mean, if Todrick's there, she also could be.
Yeah, because they get internet famous people. They had, I think,
And
JoJo Siwa. They had Ninja, the video game dude.
that one I'm still surprised they
Yeah,
asked for and got.
yeah.
Um, but I mean, Todrick is there. She's a friend of Todrick. I know for
Mm.
sure.
Hmm.
Like, and there's references to viral shit. Like, I don't think she had a
Mm.
viral moment recently. I don't think I'm right. I just want this documented in case I am.
Okay, it's on record. It's on
That's
record.
why I'm doing this damn thing. I just want to
We know
spit
what
out
we're
all
talking.
my terrible ideas and hope that one sticks. Um,
Also, thank you, Jesse, for like co-signing the fuckery that is farting carrots.
that should have been the title of the show, Farting Carrots. Um, like I wrote down a whole bunch of shit that I'm not proud of. I wrote down Miranda Sings. I wrote Haley Steinfeld. I wrote Pink.
I
Uh,
don't hate the Haley Steinfeld
I
guess.
wrote Pink with parentheses no next to it. Um, Haley Steinfeld actually makes more sense to me. I forgot to mention that one.
I don't hate that. I don't. I'm not fully on board because I'm like, is she too big still to be arsed, or can she be arsed enough
She
to
could be
do it?
ours.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like she's on the teetering edge, but I think she can.
Yeah.
Um, no, I made a note that I'm really not proud of, but I made a note to ask if she is hashtag soulful. No, I don't think she's soulful.
I didn't get soulful from
No.
no, but Nicole definitely called the bull soulful, and I was like, all right.
I never noticed this before you pointed it out to me. Now every single contestant, I'm like, do they say it? Like whether I think they're a certain color or not, I'm like, are they gonna say it?
So she didn't say it directly, but she was like, "You poured your mind, your body, your heart, and soul into that song." And like, she only ever
Which is
uses
close enough.
soul for voices that you interpret as black, and so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, I can't. On that note, let's move on.
Yeah. Okay, who's next?
I
Oh,
I mean, before we move on, I
yeah.
just like this is me being terrible. But you know, they have like the thing with the celebrity rooting the person on afterwards during the like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Courtney Cox looks rough. But also I'm like, Courtney Cox, who would she be rooting for? I can't think of that. It doesn't help. It never helps.
Who the hell was Jane Fonda rooting for? Again. Oh, Cupcake.
Yeah.
Ruth Pointer.
Yeah. Doesn't help. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they're friends, but that doesn't tell us anything.
I know, but I'm so excited was definitely featured in a Jane
Oh,
Fonda workout video.
you called that. You did.
So
Not that we
that's
have a point system, but points.
yeah. So
I
like
totally forgot about that.
so it links, but I don't see where Courtney Cox is. She was in Scream, was it? Was it? Or was she in
I
Friends?
was it. I mean, she was in Friends.
She was in Friends, right?
Was it? Was it? I know what you did last summer. No, John. Think of Jennifer Love Hewitt. Oh, I'm
Ah,
bad.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm just all the white brunettes are blending together from that era.
90s brunettes.
No, she was in something else scary though.
Was it? Or it's either Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer, right?
I think it was Scream.
It
I
has.
say this not having seen Scream or I know what you did
I
last.
haven't seen either. And here's the thing: I love Halloween, but I don't like scary shit. I don't like being scared.
Me neither.
Yeah. So
Anyway, let's move on because this information is not helpful to either of us.
right.
And that brings us to the skunk.
The skunk.
A favorite of the pod. Not that we are a
Yes.
pod. Um, there.
So, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you please.
Ah, this performance further solidified it for me.
Honestly, like I'm still in that place where I can't not hear Khalees,
I know. I know. I know. I know.
but the clues are definitely working in your favor.
Yeah.
And Robin Thicke agrees with you.
Yes. And
I'm
in
sorry he was the first one to agree with you, but here we are.
I know. It's because Robin Thicke is soulful adjacent. Anywhom, um,
I need a minute. Oh my god. I mean, at least he thinks so, I'm sure.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm
Um,
terrible. So here's what further solidified it for me. Not only did we have the puffer fish costume show up in the clue package from her previous um appearance, and I was like, okay, that's an allusion to Puff Daddy.
yes.
This week we've got, oh, a special person very close to me passed away, and I wish I had one more chance to say goodbye or whatever it was. And then the pager in the post credits clue led to 1994. Biggie's 1994 hit One More Chance, where she sings the hook. And it's got to be Faith Evans.
I mean, there was also the thing I had to Google this,
Mm.
but like there was the page reference of 607, which means I miss you. I I learned several things trying to track down my clues here. And I tried to like come up with other ideas just because I like to be adventurous.
Right.
I don't like being wrong. but I mean, okay, so there was the quote of that one hug could have changed the course of history. About a hug that she wished she had given someone, which I thought
Right.
was very interesting.
Right.
But the beeper code of 607 was reference to it means I miss you,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm post beeper era millennial, so I
Same.
just did not like know what the hell that was. So I started looking up like what area code is that, and it's like it's oh, I remember where it was. So I was like looking that up to see where it was. I remember what the actual area was, but I was looking. There was a reference to if something something I would have been a dream girl or something.
Yeah, the Dream Girl reference. I didn't quite get that.
But I was looking at it in case it was like I feel like there was a hint that could have been like a Destiny's Child
Ah,
children person. But it's not Latoya or Latavia. I checked.
no. No, no, no.
But I thought of it. I'm pretty sure it's not J Hood either.
It's not. Her voice is so
This
dis-
voice is raspier than J Hood.
yes. And Jennifer Hudspeth's voice is just so distinctive on it. Like you can't not know it's her. Like there's no way she could sing Tina Marie in such a poppy way like Skunk did. So that's
Which is a
just
great performance, by the way. I really like this number. But yeah, I'm fully joining your camp. Don't get me wrong.
okay.
Like I am fully Team Tooky at this point. I still hear Khalees, but I know I'm wrong.
How do you feel? Are you familiar at all with the oeuvre of the late great Tina Marie?
Like I've heard the name, I don't know this song.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't think of whether I actually know the oeuvre, but I
She's
might.
Oh, during the rap portion, I have to say, the guy who lives in my house, who I love or whatever, said there was a missed opportunity for them to rhyme funk with skunk during her little rap portion. You know,
I
missed
like
up.
how he operates, first of all. Also, like the rap portion, was that remember like I'm drawing a blank. I didn't watch that part again today,
Mhm.
as I often do. But I was like, I know this rap from somewhere else. Was it either like a crossover or borrowed from something, or did someone else borrow from it?
I think it was originally in the song, but because it's stylized in a way that is so of its time for like 80s rap that it just sounds like any other rap verse you might have heard from a song of that era.
Oh God.
Because the only
Is it
thing was missing is her saying her name and what she's here to say. You know what I mean? Like that's every rap song from that era.
I think we need to revisit this once we're off like recording because it's gonna make me crazy. But like I had heard the most of this rhyme before, and I was
Ah.
like, okay, either it was like a like for just as an example, bunch of drag queens from Drag Race, Willem Detox and Vicky Vox did the Chick-fil-A song. Do you know
Oh
about this?
God. No.
I mean, there was a rap bit that was a reference to or it was not so loosely adapted from Left Eye's rap in Chasing Waterfalls.
Ah.
Um, and I didn't like catch it at the time, but then I heard Waterfalls again. I was like, oh, I see what you did there. So I'm having that kind of moment. Um,
I don't know if Jesse's okay.
all right, just to explain context, Willem, Detox, and Vicky Vox did a song called Chow Down. Is a parody of Wilson Phillips' Hold On
Hold
for
on.
One More
Oh
Day,
God.
but it's about it's like a faux gay endorsement of Chick-fil-A. And that's like chow down at Chick-fil-A. It's go watch it on YouTube like 5 times, please. It's so good. Um, but I feel like there was like I feel like Debrat or someone similar like adapted the
Ah. Ooh,
right.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh,
Perhaps you're thinking about um the brat on one of Mariah Carey's songs because they're like
that's
best
exactly
buds.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Was it like Heartbreaker or something? The
probably
remix?
one of those, like one of the remixes. Because the brat and Mariah are like the,
Yes.
yeah, them's Holmes girls.
Yes. No, I think that's exactly what I'm thinking of, honestly. That came to mind.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just seeing if I'm missing any
Also,
notes
also shout out to the brat. I mean, like if you knew, you knew, but like she's finally out, and I'm very happy for her.
out in was she gay?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I saw this. I forgot this, but I saw this. Sometimes I I might have to tell you later. But no, sometimes that, like when people say they're out from something, it's like I immediately go to gay. I'm like, oh, not like that. Like no, so like when I was in college, we had a session with someone who had previously been in prison. And there was a
Oh,
reference to her
okay.
coming out, and someone misinterpreted and asked a really awkward question. And it was, and she was the only person in the room who interpreted it that way. We're all like, "Girl, where you been?" So that's why I'm so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
But good,
no.
good for the brat and
Yeah. No,
rainbow flags and all
like
that. Obviously, I'm a fan. Um,
I don't know. I just think it's very special just because you know how homophobic the rap game can be. And
oh yes,
yeah. So like I'm just happy for her to just be living in peace and in her truth. Finally, you know?
I hope she's. I haven't paid attention to her in a whole long time, but I hope she's doing well.
She and
I always
her,
do.
I think now fiance seem to be thriving. And I'm just like, I just love to see a woman happy, you know?
Oh yes. Also, Queen Latifah out right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we done new for like a decade at least, but like,
There's a running joke about how like she played that character in Set It Off too well. So
no, I mean,
Mhm.
like, yeah, I remember having this conversation over a decade ago, or a speculation
Yeah.
conversation, and it wasn't even my idea. I was like, oh, I can say that, and now
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yes, good, thank you.
'Cause it was not
Um,
believable when she was playing that movie with Common, The Right Stuff or something, and I'm like, "You are not into kissing this man at all. But get that check, sis."
I mean, honestly, I've never seen her play a role in a movie where she was attached to a man. Like, but that's because of who
Other
I
than
am.
Steve Martin. Other than
What?
Steve Martin on Last Holiday.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah,
But
The Last
yes.
Holiday. Yeah.
Um, but no, I was thinking I've seen her in Chicago, I've seen her in Hairspray,
Yep.
and that's it. But
Yep.
no, Last Holiday, that was the name of the movie?
Yeah, I think it was her and, like, Steve Martin, and, you know
No, I remember the movie. For some reason, I feel like that title is not right, but I
is
believe
it
you.
oh god, I'm probably having, like, a Sinbad and Shazam moment and thinking of the wrong title. We'll do our Googles and figure it out after, it's fine.
No, this one I feel like I want to figure out quickly. Um, um, it's like, oh god,
Steve
Bringing
Martin
Down
had
the House.
Bringing Down the House. Thank you. Thank you,
I
thank you,
was I
thank
wanted
you.
to say Burning Down the House, but I knew that was not right.
No, it's
Bringing Down
Bringing
the
Down the
House.
House.
I did see that, and I forgot that weird
Yes.
ass romantic element. And it was
Yes.
wrong, um, but I knew it was wrong from the beginning because I didn't believe it. So yeah, no, but Bringing Down the House, I did see that. I don't know why I saw it, but I did see it.
I don't know why I
Uh,
saw it either, but that's the only believable hetero relationship I've ever seen Queen Latifah in with white zaddy Steve Martin. That's it.
I have nothing else to contribute. Let's move on. And that brings us to the
Ah,
hamster.
ay.
That's a fair response. Um, so the hamster sang in Spanish
Yeah.
very well, I will say.
You know, I gotta give the chop. I gotta give the props to the chops.
And this like definitely flipped my hypotheses on its head.
Oh yeah.
Um, so like before Nicole said it, I definitely flip-flopped over to Gabriel Iglesias.
Here's the thing though. I mean, he's representing for thick comics out here,
Yes.
but his whole shtick is being fluffy. And I noticed that it probably was not him because the shape of the costume is wider than the costume wearer. There even though the hamster had, the rounded shape and all,
Yes.
it seemed like there was still
Narrower here and there.
roomy. It was too roomy for like an
Roomy.
actual person of size to occupy that costume.
Honestly, the only reason I actually thought of Gabriel Iglesias at all, because I don't really know his work,
Mhm.
but it's because he had been a guest judge previously, and he
Ah,
knows these people and rolls with them. So I was
yes.
like,
Yes.
okay, like this makes sense. And then Nicole said it. I was like, oh, got it. Spoiler alert, didn't got it.
Didn't
Did not
no.
got it.
Did not got it.
Um, I feel like that's all we really have to say.
That's all we gotta say. I wish it were Enrique Iglesias, Jesse. I mean, damn, that would have been nice.
That occurred to me for a half second. I was like, no.
That would have been real
I
nice.
knew it wasn't Ricky. I could have told you that much.
Oh no, you know what? Ricky would have had. We know Ricky would
I
have
would
had
love
a
to see
more.
Ricky on the show, not gonna
I would
lie.
love to.
He makes me
But he would
moist
have.
always.
I think he would have opted for a more form-fitting costume than that. Or unless he was really trying to troll. Unless he was really trying to troll and go for like,
No, I think it had been suave across the board.
yeah.
I I suddenly have a very strong need for Ricky Martin on the show, even though I'm sure he has better things to do. Um, although he was at RuPaul's Drag Race and Glee, um,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
also on Broadway. I was very
Yeah.
excited to get to see him, but I have a very deep love for Ricky Martin. I'm sure that's not surprising to anyone, anywhere, anytime. But
Aren't his kids just beautiful? Those two little dumplings he's got.
I mean, also, so is he. Except when he bleached his beard, I was like, no, thank
Oh, he bleached that? For
you. He bleached his
why?
beard because
Who told
reasons.
him to do that?
He thought it was a look, and I was
He
like,
thought it
I
was
do not.
fashion? Who told him that was fashion?
I don't think don't think I've never seen it anywhere, so I don't think anyone told him it was. I think it was his own idea, and it was wrong.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, love me some Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
But he is not the topic of conversation tonight, at least of the Martin variety. Segue.
Segue.
So we introduced our final wild card for Group A.
How do we feel about this creepy ass I did not.
So it's funny because I was telling you I accidentally did research on all the leftover um, costumes, and there were only two left, and there were the beach ball and the jester. And under the there's always like the article I read, it was like a blurb of like descriptor of whatever the character's about, and the jester was the last one. I just wrote "run" in all caps, which is fair. Luckily, they all are recognizing how creepy the jester is, because like everyone's just like, "Oh, I'm afraid of the jester," as they should be.
Oh, hold on. Jesse says, my boyfriend never heard of William Hung, so I introduced him to She Bangs because if I have to know about that, so does he. And we were talking about Ricky. I hope it brought you closer. Like I genuinely do. William Hung is for the lovers. He's for the lovers.
Yeah. I just really hate like the American Idol auditions that are designed to humiliate people. I'm really not into that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've only seen the bad ones. So
But William Hung is for the lovers. He really like managed to capitalize off of that whole
I
mess.
hope he's doing well. I really do.
Like he made the best of it. And I respect it. Because a thing that could be like, oh man, oh, don't Google me. He capitalized. He did that.
He did.
Yes.
But yeah, I was like, I didn't have a lot of respect for American Idol in the first place, but that lost a lot of it for me in terms of.
I hear you.
That. But this is another one of those moments where I wish there was a way to document our guesses before they were aired. So
oh God. Well,
based on the clue package, I think I know who it is, and you are probably on the same page as me at this point.
Really? Okay.
Or do you not think you know who it is?
Your guess is probably way more logical and grounded in reality than mine because I have two and a half. I have 2.5 guesses, and I know they're all dead ass wrong.
So should I go first, or do you want to go first?
I'll put out the very wrong guesses right now, and then you can bring us back to Earth.
Okay.
First guess, Rod Stewart. Second guess, Gordon Ramsay. Half guess, Mr. Bean. But I'm dead wrong about all of it.
My immediate thought was this is Ricky Gervais.
Oh. What makes you say this? Insulting head of state?
I mean, like, British accent, which may or may not be real. But just talking about being, like, ruled out or banned from certain venues because of what he says. I'm just like, I didn't even watch the episodes of the Grammys or the years he hosted the Grammys. I just knew what people thought about it. Like the things that he said about the things he said, others said about him sounded like what I've heard people say about Ricky Gervais.
Ooh,
I say not having watched the British Office or or like really giving a fuck about him. It just sounds like the feedback I've heard about him. And like, so one thing that really bothered me, and it's more a personal level than anything else, but everyone's commenting on his belly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as someone who is insecure about his own belly, I was like, can you not? I mean, granted, he was all like, but like, they could not.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Like, if I was on that show in whatever costume and they were like, oh, look at belly, I'm like, you could listen to me sing, first of all.
Right. But I love how we went from a Ricky to a Ricky.
That was my segue. I was like, speaking of Rickies that are not Martin, I think it's Ricky Gervais, and I'm not super attached to this, but like it makes the most sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said a lot of rock stars. They said Dee Snider. They said, what's his name from The Who? And I'm like, good for them. I think they're wrong. I think it's Ken, unfortunately, was the one who said Ricky Gervais. And I was like,
Ah. Okay,
I
but
don't.
the big question is, can Ricky Gervais be arsed?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Does he know? I'm just.
Ricky Gervais, who heard it here, you can be arsed. I don't care. He would totally do the show.
Okay.
That I feel confident about. But you can go on.
No, no, no. Because I'm like, does he know that he's at a point now where he could be arsed?
This might be the breaking point.
Ah.
Um, like I'm trying to think of a fair comparison. I'm drawing a blank, but like it also could be why he's a late edition wild card. He was like, oh, finally, okay, I'll do it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
don't think it's a heavy metal rock star. I think it's a
No.
comedy set at least.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, oh, it's Gordon Ramsay absolutely came to mind for me, but I'm on board with Ricky Gervais.
Well, I mean, like Gordon Ramsay also came up as a potential competitor or contender for the baby,
Oh,
and I'm sorry, Gordon, I didn't do that, but like Gordon can be arsed. I think Ricky can be arsed as well.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, but those are my opinions, and they are of minimal significance in the greater scheme of things.
But you know what though? If you put a lot of you put a lot of like 2 and 2 and 1 and 4 together, you know what I'm saying? You put a you the math was mathing in terms of um in
That
terms
was nothing. I love that. No, it makes sense to me. I'm stealing it. Go on.
but you know what I mean? In terms of like, this is the things that we've heard people say on record about Ricky Gervais. This is the feedback that he's gotten. This is the critiques he's received when when he's hosted certain award shows and whatnots in the past. And
Like,
I'm like, yeah, that yeah,
he's at least listened to it, whether he's gained anything from it or not.
right. It's one thing if he's yeah, taken and the criticism and improved himself from it, but like, you know, that's I am on board with that. I would be pleasantly surprised if it's anybody else, but my
I mean, like,
rational mind.
I'm not as attached to this one as I have been with Bull and Skunk, and we all know where I actually am with the Skunk. But I'm I'm like handcuffed to the Bull in terms of how I perceive
Oh
it,
yeah.
and I
Oh yeah.
think we're all in agreement that I'm
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
But like Skunk, I really want you to be right, and I think you are, and you're backing it up very solidly. Um, no, I've been listening to Faith Evans trying to be like, I want to hear
Mm.
it. I want to hear it. Because like I feel like she's a little more like back of throat than Skunk is. But also I'm like you know that one that was TikTok famous, that cause I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. You know that one, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I keep hearing that. And I'm like, I feel like she's using a different area of her voice, but also that could be a tactic, or also it also could be the mask.
It also could be the
But
mask, and because you heard what it did to Toni Braxton's voice, because she double masked. She had a big ass puffish head and a face mask, a medical face mask. Though
yeah, so I mean, she could be doing the same thing.
she could be,
Like,
but also, you know, with age, a singer's voice does change a tad bit.
sure. And I will say I haven't heard Faith sing in a long time that I
Hmm.
know of.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Because you know, I first became aware of her when she was doing it was post R.I.P. Biggie, but it was Love Like This.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, 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 yeah.
and then I saw
That was a
her.
huge hit for her.
Yeah. Oh, that was her first thing.
Yeah,
For her first thing for me at least.
yeah,
And then like, you know, I knew about I'm Missing You, and um she did so Eve performed at the Billboard Awards, and she sang the chorus of Love Is Blind, which was
yeah,
very different but good.
yeah, yeah.
Um
Powerful song.
and I know there's a couple others in between, but then like that song "Hope" that was all over TikTok, I was like, "Oh yeah, her, good for her. This is good." But I mean, she's been busy. I know she's been busy, but no, the clues are lining up in your favor, and I'm in your stead. I'm very hoping that you come out on top with rightness with the skunk, because I know that I'm not, and I want one of us to win.
We each get a golden ear in our hearts, even though that's not how body parts work. But I'm pretty proud of the fact that we've nailed 2 at least. But some others have been.
This is a hard season
This
comparatively.
is a tough season to pinpoint.
Because we've talked about season 1 and we both had several immediate guesses that we were very proud of.
Yes.
So we both deserve some form of golden ear, whether it be like, one of those things you get out of the vending machine with the twisty.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will wear that plastic ass ring with an ear on it with pride.
Run me my check, Fox. We're out here doing the work.
You really are.
So
okay, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I really like Ricky Gervais. I like your guess of Ricky Gervais a lot. So I'm with you on that.
Thank you. I'm only partially married to it, but again, it's one of those things where I figured I guessed before the clue package was even done, and I'm like, if I'm right, I'm really happy I'm right.
I just hope. I don't love that. I don't love that he is on the show, because that costume is it's so creepy. But should we see Jester next week, I hope more clues confirm it for you, because I'm very curious, and I also just don't want to see that mask anymore.
But also, it's like he's in that category of problematic that Fox loves.
Yeah. As we see with the reveal.
What was that?
As we will soon see with the reveal tonight.
Speaking of that, only like there was a note I made that I skipped over. I can't remember why I made it. With skunk, there is a representation. There was a hint that involved the bear.
Oh yeah, who was the
I barely
bear?
remember it, but I wrote it down. It bothered me enough for me to write it down.
Yeah.
Like the bear was there.
Yeah.
The bear, which was Sarah Palin.
Oh.
I just want whoever this is to not be friends with Sarah Palin.
Oh gosh.
I want Sarah Palin to be alone in the universe.
I want her to be trapped in that cube thing that you send the villains to in the Phantom Zone. Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. I just remember I wrote it down and I was like, oh.
Gosh.
But we're on our way to announcing the revealed eliminated figure in tonight's race, which was the hamster. Do we agree?
I could have done without it. It was cute to relive the Kia commercials from back in the day with the hamster costume. Do you remember those Kia commercials?
You talked about them. I meant to look them up. I completely forgot to.
At some point we're gonna look them up. It's fine. I swear, as soon as you see one, you'll remember. But
I believe that 100%.
But yeah, I was surprised.
By who it was, or that he went home?
Or by both? Who it was, but also when thinking about his daughter, who has somewhat of a music career, I was like, okay, I see where maybe the chops come from. Because the singing in Spanish.
He was a much better vocal performer than I ever would have guessed.
Yeah, for sure.
I have to give him his props there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, one of the judges guessed him, and I was like, no.
Right?
I honestly really liked my Dave Coulier guess.
I was with you. I was so with you.
But it was not Dave Coulier. It was not Patton Oswalt. It was not anyone I thought it was.
It was not anyone we like, plain and simple.
It was Rob Schneider.
Making copies.
Oh yeah, making copies. Make.
uh,
Oh my god, I forget. Oh, he was SNL, wasn't he?
yeah.
I forgot that was him.
Yeah.
Um, I mostly just know him as
Waterboy, you can do it.
I mean that, but he was also no.
Deuce Bigelow.
That was the one I was thinking of.
Oh
Wait,
god.
was he?
He was also the animal and the hot chick.
Oh, hot chick. No,
Mhm.
I was thinking he wasn't Shallow Hal, was he?
No, that's Jack Black.
Yes. No, hot chick was what I was thinking of.
Mhm.
Um, Problematic across the board. Great, love that for us. Um,
Gwyneth Paltrow in a fat suit. So relatable. Which, as a former, over 200-pound woman myself, I wanna know, Gwyneth, which flap do you stick the yoni crystal in? Uh, since she can relate.
no, so I mean, this is so old, but there was a Kathy Griffin special. I believe it was uh allegedly, or
Mm,
it might have been Straight to Hell. But she was talking about how Gwyneth Paltrow did that role and was saying it was really empowering for women. She's like, "Oh yeah, so how empowering do you feel, Mrs. Married to like roly poly Matt Damon or Tubblard Chris Martin?" Like, yeah, no.
yeah,
I never saw it, never wanted to.
it's not good.
Barely even knew that Gwyneth Paltrow was in it because I was avoiding it that much.
Yeah,
But like
the
later
right
on, I
move.
heard the things she said about being in it. I was like, no. And then Goop happened. I was like, oh no.
Mhm, mhm.
No respect for Gwyneth Paltrow. None. Goodbye.
The
I mean,
75
said that
chip.
at least like I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I watched a bit of like the Goop Project or whatever it was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to laugh at it, but like I don't respect her at all in any capacity. No, don't.
Jesse, you're not paying $75 for a pum pum candle? It smells just like her cooch. It's holistic.
I cannot. I cannot. But also, yeah, it's the thing that exists. It
Please and
really
kindly do not steam your yoni. It's like medically
bad.
unadvised. It's don't do that.
Whatever Gwyneth Paltrow says to do with your frontal hole, do not listen.
Do the opposite.
He is not a educated figure, despite consulting Benny Dodson on some shit for her special.
Oh
Like,
my god. This is a deep cut, but Gwyneth Paltrow is Dr. Umar for white women. If you know, you know. Someone's gonna see this and understand me completely, and everybody else is gonna be like, "What?"
I hate that I'm not that person who understands it completely, but I support you and lift you up.
Thank you, thank you.
And I feel like I feel like this is something I should know, but I don't. But I
You,
know
but
enough related information.
you don't need to know. Like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna look this one up.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rob Schneider was the hamster, and we were upset.
Yeah, yeah, but
but
this also airs on Fox.
but once again, this is Fox, and to his credit, he did sing very nicely in Spanish,
Yeah, I didn't
and
know that
like,
his wife is of Latin descent.
yeah, I never cared about him to know this information about him, but
Yeah,
like, good
yeah,
for that. He did a good performance. I will
yeah.
commend him there. Um, I hope his daughter's doing well.
Mhm.
Apparently, my former coworker or manager, the one who fired me, fuck him, but he's friends with the guy who is marrying El King. Um, that was one of the first things I learned about him. He's like, like that because we were at work and X's and O's came on, and he was like, Rob Schneider's daughter. I'm like, yeah, I'm aware. He's like, my buddy's getting married to her. I'm like,
Okay.
you know El King's future husband? Why are you here? Why am I here? But
Ew.
But yeah, no. I mean, El King wrote a sick song. I don't know any of her other ones. but
she had her moment, and it was cute. It was cute up until I found out who her dad was. But like,
and
shout
then
out to
Macy
her.
Gray sang it on Best Singer Australia.
I know. No, but shout out to her for like not riding the nepotism train too much. Like, at least she didn't use. At least she wasn't Elle Schneider. Um,
Can you imagine being Elle Schneider?
that's so Gretchen Wieners.
Welcome to the stage, Elle Schneider. Everyone's like, why?
Why? No, that's like, can you imagine being the Gretchen Wieners of the music industry? That's crazy.
That's literally what that is.
Yeah.
Like name wise and reputation wise. Oh my god, I can.
Oh, this is giving me a lot of heiress to the hot pockets fortune energy.
I mean, I'd like to think X's and O's is a little bit better than Hot Pockets or
Yeah.
Toasted Strudel. Toasted Strudel.
No, but the one of the college scandal moms was the heiress to the hot pockets fortune.
Wait, College Scandal Moms, like
The entrance scandal with Aunt Becky and them.
I'm thinking of I was thinking of like the Felicity Huffman things.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and Becky from Full House and that.
Yes.
Yes. Oh god. I can't believe we're still talking about that. I mean, not you and I have not talked about it previously, but
Right.
there are podcasts I listen to where it's still a thing.
It's a thing.
Lori Loughlin, that's the name.
Yeah.
Yes. Drew a blank, found it again. Oh my god. That was yeah.
Anyway, good for Elle Schneider. Hope
Good
it's
for
her
Elle
husband's last
Schneider.
name.
If we titled our episodes, it would be good for Elle Schneider.
Right.
But that would be a spoiler, and we don't want to do that before.
Oh, this is true. Now, see, like, I'm not big on like super duper hetero patriarchal heteronormative stuff so much. But I really hope she takes her husband's last name. Unless it's Wieners.
Well, I mean, what King's, where does King come from? Is that her mom's last name or is it a made up name?
I don't know. I never bothered to look that up. But if it's a stage name, then
yeah, I mean, like I heard that song for like 2 years before I knew she was the daughter of that. So like,
yeah,
good for her. I feel like that's an episode.
I think so.
For tonight.
I think we did it.
I feel like we did the damn thing. And the hamster is gone. And now, who do you want to see go home next time in Group A?
Jester.
And Group B? Jester. Okay.
Jester.
Just because it's scary?
I can't. It's so creepy. It is so creepy.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, because like I accidentally did my homework, I was like, oh, there's a really creepy one coming up. I'm prepared for this. The Jester is a creepy one. And also, I don't think is any better than Skunk Pepper Bowl or that's it. So
yeah. And as much as the costume is beautiful, but I'm ready for Mallard from Group B to go home.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, so it's Mallard, Banana Split.
Because unless
something and Beach Ball.
Banana Split, Queen of Hearts, the Mallard. Shoot.
There's
Caterpillar.
Another one. Caterpillar. Yes. Duh. We talked about this already.
Yes.
Caterpillar is a strong contender.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're both ready for Mallard to deuce, unless it's unless the Beach Ball is a complete
dud. Yeah. Which who knows? Show us the Beach Ball. Okay, there's two things in life.
You've waited for the Beach Ball for the entire season.
There's two things in life I've been waiting for all year. And that's A, the Beach Ball, and B, the Zack Snyder butthole cut of Cats. I want both. And I need them yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'll leave. Good night.
No, of all the things I've said, this is the last thing I can give you shit for. pun not intended, or like anal reference intended. But yeah. So I believe I'm gonna look this up right now, even though I
Okay.
feel like I know what group we're seeing next week. I'm pretty sure it's B.
It would only
Uh,
make sense.
First, Google subject regarding Masked Singers. Who is the bull on the Masked Singer?
Oh, come. But we all know.
I did this already. It has not told us who is going to be
Ah,
contending next week because
okay.
probably because it's the day after the most recent episode. But I think it's going to be Group B.
Okay. I'm liking
And
Caterpillar though. I'm liking Caterpillar.
I do like Caterpillar a lot.
Yeah.
Queen of Hearts has something to show. I don't know if I like it, but it's there.
It's there. It's there. We saw the
Uh,
en français. We saw.
awful. The Mallard were like, cool, go home.
Great costumes.
Banana
Beautiful,
Split,
beautiful gowns.
Banana Split. I'm like, I'm just kind of annoyed by.
Yeah.
Um, just that it's so difficult to figure out because there's two of them and only one of them has a voice.
Unless dude surprises us and comes out
Unless
from
it's
behind.
Carmen.
Unless it's Carmen.
Unless like the dude suddenly starts singing and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. But maybe it's because his voice is so distinctive that it was a slow burn and they've waited for us to hear it.
no, I'm not gonna. No, I'm gonna say it, but it's not actually real. I was gonna say this is fully joking. I'm not actually saying this is an idea,
Okay.
but I was like imagining it as like because I previously said I would love it if it was Gaga and Elton. But what if Gaga was at the piano when Elton was?
Gagged.
This is the signal that I need to go to bed soon. But like it would be a very funny moment for me
Yeah.
if that was like a swap.
I would
Like,
love that.
or maybe we should think about it as a swap in terms of like the musician is vocalizing and the vocalist is musicianizing.
Mm.
Yes, I said what I said.
It's just like the
Musician.
mathing. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's right there.
yeah,
It's right
yeah.
there.
Um, but we'll keep speculating. We'll keep digging up clues and gripping onto the ones that are presented to us, and hopefully come out with a lot more correct guesses so far. Because I don't think any have either of us guessed any correctly so far.
Ooh, I don't think so. I'm gonna pay more close
I mean, I
attention.
feel like you were like sort of more in touch with Tony Braxton.
Almost, but I because she threw me off with that double mask situation.
Yeah,
I would have known her voice right away. I would have known. So she got me.
yeah. But I don't. I sort of feel like what am I trying to say? I was thinking about this earlier. It's like I feel like the ones that are like I mean, A, super talented, but B, like the ones that they are like guessing more quickly, they get out, or the ones that they guess more quickly get out sooner.
Yeah.
Even though like there have been previous seasons where they keep saying, "Oh, I think it's this person. I think it's this person. I think it's like episode after episode," and they still make it all the way.
Right.
Um, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But I'm assuming next week is Group B, and we'll
Yeah.
finally meet the beach ball,
Show
the
us
very disturbing beach ball with a face,
with two faces.
two faces, one on front, one on back.
Show us the ball. I'm obsessed.
I mean, it's like I just can't imagine going in and being like, I want to be a beach ball. I don't care how many people are into you. Like, why would you choose a beach ball? Anyway, that is our episode for tonight. And we'll be back with another one week from tonight. Hopefully discussing semifinalists for Group B.
Gasp. Same time, same place, my loves. Yeah.
Same bad time, same bad place.
We're here.
We'll be there. All right. Good night.